everyone, my name is Ruth Potter and I'm a digital horse brand ambassador in the dressage category for 2020. So you're probably wondering, Ruth, why are you in a load of gym clothes? And it will make sense very, very soon. So I was asked to do this review as being a digital horse brand ambassador, and I'm super excited about it because it's all about activate your seat. The first thing to say about activate your seat is there's an exercise program especially for riders, so I'm super excited to do this. So for me, I'm personally really excited about this because during lockdown I got into my fitness. I needed to improve my core strength when riding bigs because I've kind of got to that stage now where I need to support him just as much as he supports me. So it's something that I'm struggling with and trying to improve. A main focus about activate your seat is really strengthening your pelvis and hips and really absorbing the motion of the seat, which is something I'm actually learning in my training sessions with my instructor at the moment. There's no point having a really strong core if you then can't use it and utilise it through your seat. So this is a bungee and I'm going to show you all about it right now. Firstly, the activate your seat comes in a little bag with their logo on the front. It's really smart, it's really small, easy to carry about if you are going anywhere and taking it with you. The next thing inside is a piece of card, again with their logo on, and when buying your activate your seat you have the choice of buying the bungee and the level 1 program, the level 2 program, or the bungee level 1 and 2, which is what I'm doing. So on here it's got so much information about the different levels and exercises, and then obviously how you're going to access the videos, and then you've got passwords and things like that. It tells you how many sets you can do for the exercises, how much you should be doing them, how long you should be doing level 1 before you move on to level 2, and everything like that. So finally, you've got the bungee itself, which clips into your door, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. I'm really excited to do my first session with the activate your seat attached to the door, and I'm ready. I've got the video all set up on my laptop in front of me. I'm just going to follow along with what May is doing and see how we get on. So I've done a few of the exercises now, pretty much part of the warm-up, but something that I have realised, the mistake that I've made, which I'm sure many other people will do, is that I've put the bungee slightly too high up on the door. I think I was thinking it more was going to go around my waist, when actually it's right on your pelvis, right by the bony bits. So I'm going to move it down. I'm going to show you a few of the little exercises that I've done, and then I'm going to finish the exercise all together and take it. So I've just finished my first session doing activate your seat. This was level 1 obviously. It's recommended to do that for about 4 to 6 weeks before moving on to level 2. But I'm very impressed. It was working a lot of muscles that I haven't even felt before, in a good way. You know, none of it was so extraneous that a beginner couldn't do it, because I am really a beginner at the gym. I'm not actually that muscled. I'm quite weak at times, especially in my legs. So I found this really beneficial. I've never worked with a resistance band before, so to have that, it was hard to get used to at first, but by the end of the 4 sets I knew what I was doing, and I really enjoyed it. The interesting thing I found was that there were little things like lunges that normally you don't think that much of, and the resistance band made it that much harder. That's something I struggled with, was the forward lunges. The side lunges were fun. The last exercise, which you may briefly see in the time lapse, you're kind of stood with your back facing where you'd be playing the video, so where you were facing forward before. and you wouldn't think it was that bad of an exercise, but actually it really got me in the legs. And even the stretches at the end, because you get a warm-up and a cool-down at the end of them, which is really, really good as well, is that some of the stretches I've never seen before, and they're really, really beneficial, especially to riders. And, you know, normally when you go to the gym, you don't necessarily think to use all your seat muscles and things. You know, for me, I don't know what exercises will help me in that department because I'm not that knowledgeable, because I'm a beginner. So something like this to be able to follow along to, really, really helpful. And I'm going to keep on doing this for the next few weeks, and hopefully it'll really, really help my seat with things as I'm trying to relax into my seat a little bit. Hello everybody, so for this part of the video I'm actually going to be using the Activate Your Seat as a warm-up before I go riding. I'm going to do a bit of dressage on Biggs, so hopefully it should really help me open up my hips and relax into his movement, because I've done a little bit of a warm-up before getting on at him. This is something that's been recommended on Activate Your Seat's Instagram page. They've also got Facebook, but I would really definitely, if you've got a bungee or you think about buying one, check out their socials, because Maeve posts quite regularly different exercises you can do or advice. So even I sent her a few clips of what I filmed that you guys have just seen, and my technique isn't quite where it should be, which isn't a problem, you know, I'm a beginner. But from that, I've then been forwarded onto some really, really useful videos that I can do before doing another bungee set or afterwards and things like that, that is going to help me correct my posture and how I'm doing different exercises. It's a little bit tricky because the room I've decided to film in, the floor is like that. It's not flat, but that's because I'm in an old house and not every floor is going to be flat in a house like this. But that's beside the point. So yeah, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a warm-up, so I'm going to be doing the same exercise set that I did a few days ago. So a simple mistake that I was originally making was that with my first try at this, I wasn't using my hips enough. I was kind of compromising and then not doing the exact position that I needed to do. So after talking to Maeve, she's really, really approachable if you do want to talk to her. And even just listening back to the video now, it goes on about how much you need to use your hips. So during those half squats at the beginning, I was really trying to focus on tightening up at the end and coming from the hips first rather than anything else. So I thought I'd do a voiceover of my riding after using the Activate Your Seat to warm up and just using it in general, and I'm really, really impressed by the results. I feel like I'm a lot less gripping with my knees, which is obviously going to help. This was a bit of flat work that we were doing, and Biggs came really, really nicely. And I used to find that on the left rein I'd block myself with my hip and I'd feel a lot more rigid, but now I feel like I can flow a lot better. I also find that within the different paces, you can really see it in the canter, that I can control him with my seat more. I used to rely on my reins a bit too much, but like this is a spiral and we do one on the other rein as well. But I feel like I've just got a bit more control over his body because I've done all this with my hips and the whole workout. Secondly, I've had a lot of compliments on my lower leg after watching people watching this video that I've sent it to, and just on my lower leg recently in general, which is quite a big thing because normally, or in the past anyway, hopefully not normally anymore, it would swing a lot, especially in the canter, and now it's a lot more still and I just feel a lot more relaxed within the saddle as well. I feel like Biggs flows nicely and I can really collect or lengthen him out, which is a really nice thing to have. let's go through my final thoughts about the Activate Your Seat. So you will have seen me do the workout. When I ride bigs and I do the Activate Your Seat, I can tell that I don't grip with my knees as much. I'm trying to really relax my lower seat, and I just feel like the workout really helps with that. And one of the biggest things for me is that it's enjoyable to do. Nobody likes doing a workout that you dread going to, or an exercise class that you really aren't that enthusiastic about. But with this, like, I want to pick it up and use it, which is definitely something nice to have around the house, especially as we're now in lockdown again. It's nice to have that option and not have to go anywhere, to be able to do it from home or your stable as a warm-up. Do you want to turn as well? Do you want to turn? Or even your trailer, because I mean, I'll show you my trailer door, but even before a competition you could easily stick it in because of the easy way that it attaches to things, and do a warm-up like that. So with my trailer door here, really easy to pop it in there, shut the door, and then do whatever I need to do, whether it's my lunges or my different exercises. And then you've also got the level 2. This is the other thing that I really liked about this, because I was slightly skeptical that you do the first one, the first level, and the second level, and then you'd run out of things to do. I don't think that's going to be the plan. It definitely takes a lot of work, and I'm nowhere near perfect on level 1, let alone level 2. But then even if I did complete them, there's always so many things on social media that Maeve puts up, so many different things and challenges and all sorts to help, and I just think actually it's really, really beneficial. So I will definitely continue using this. I actually cannot see a bad thing about this. It's so well put together as well. So yeah, no negatives for this. And yeah, I'm really, really excited to carry on using this, especially when we can get back out competing. If I ever do some kind of video of like how I get ready before competing, this will be in it. I just wanted to say thank you to Digital Horse and to Activate Your Seat, or Maeve at Activate Your Seat, for giving me this to have a go with. I've really, really enjoyed using it, and I'm definitely going to continue using it as the months go on, so thank you. And thanks for watching. See you next time.